Hey friends, it's Cody Rigsby, and today I'm giving Marie Claire a look into my private book collection. Because today, and today only, the library is open. This is Shelf Portrait. I'm not gonna try and act like I am a bougie reader. I like everything and anything. I like lowbrow. I probably can't even read highbrow, but let's take a look at what I've got going on. I do love, let's just first stop at this Britney Spears moment. Someone, a fan of mine, sent me this from some school library. So Cumberland, Sunnyvale, California public school system. If you're missing this, I didn't steal it, somebody stole it for me. I do like a wide variety of things. We love fiction. I'm not gonna act like I'm above the Hunger Games series. Love them, love the movies. I remember reading these books when I first moved to New York City. It's what I read on the subway to and from work. It kept me very occupied. I do have some of my colleagues' books here. We've got Emma Lovell's book. We've got Tunde Oyene's book. I even have a book from my college professor, Marida Sanbi. I also really love a self-help advice book. That's why we've got The Power of Now, we've got The Four Agreements, Tiny Beautiful Things. It's almost like XOXO Cody, where people send in questions and she answers them. Love it. And of course, a book that I live by is The Ethical Slut, because if you're gonna be a slut, do it with consent and be ethical about it. How you live your life is okay, but this is almost like a sex Bible, really, honestly. Not featured in the library at the moment because we took them out are 5 of my favorite books. They are a wide range. We're gonna go through them one by one, and we're gonna start off with Oprah Winfrey's What I Know for Sure. I think we go through a lot in life and there's certain lessons that we learn, and when we know things for sure in our foundation, our heart, we can live by them and really learn from our experience. And this is just such a wonderful book. I was going through a horrible breakup probably 7 years ago, and my friend Corey told me to read this book, and it's just been a classic that I absolutely love. Oprah goes through a lot of her life and stories and the lessons that she's learned from them, and I think we can always learn something valuable from the one and only Oprah Winfrey. All right, second up, we've got The Mindful Athlete by George Mumford. Okay, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not an easy read. This is sometimes a dense read, but it's something that you wanna bite off little by little because there's a lot to take from it. But most importantly, what I learned from this book is how to take my mindfulness practice and put it into my workouts, and how we are so present when we're in our body and when we are performing our best that it's almost euphoric. It's almost like you allow yourself to be so present and be the best version of yourself. So I really love this book, but I warn you, it is not an easy read. Also, not an easy read, but a great thing to read and reflect on and take in over time is Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach. I think what this book really taught me is accepting the world as it is and not trying to change so much. I think when we try to hold on and change something, we're really resisting what is meant for us. And I think this has a lot of great stories. Just teaches you how to accept and let go. And I think it's a great jumping off point to a journey of self-love. All right, this is my absolute favorite book of all time, Dancing from the Dance by Andrew Holleran. You can see from how beat up it is, how much I love it. I've read it multiple times. This book really feels like somewhat of a biography of my own life. It's messy. It deals with queer love and losing love and finding love, and also being a free ass bitch. And what I love about this story is that it was written before the AIDS crisis, so you really get a view of what New York City life for a gay man felt like before then. I feel like a lot of the stories, queer stories that are told about gay men really are about trauma and dealing with the HIV crisis, and this is just such a great book. Any gay man living in New York City should read this, and you will see a lot of yourself in it. This one is great for your kids. This one is Shel Silverstein's The Missing Piece. I think it just reminds us to be ourselves, that what is meant for us will come at the right time. Yes, it's a kid's book. Yes, it's simple, but it's a delightful read. I love a self-help book or an advice book. If I can finish that book and take something and have that light bulb go off in my head and I've learned something impactful, it's my favorite kind of book. And I've read a bunch of them, as you can see. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do order a lot online. I love instant gratification from Amazon, but McNally Jackson in Williamsburg is a great bookstore that I frequent often. If you're in the neighborhood, check it out. Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. It really got me into my mindfulness practice, really learned how to be present. I feel like it helps people unlock their superpowers. Not an easy read. Also, take your time with it, digest it once again, but good book. Okay, embarrassing. Jacob from Twilight. I just think he could really like throw you around in the bedroom. But I kind of changed my mind on the whole Twilight series once I like read it and figured it out. It was like purity culture propaganda. Because if you know me, I'm a slut and I'm not waiting till marriage. I love reading a book on the subway because nobody wants to make their commute and you just get into your own little world and you forget what's going on. But make sure you're paying attention enough that you don't miss your stop, because I've been so into a book that I'm like 3 stops away from where I was supposed to get off and then I messed up my whole morning. Funny you ask. My book, XOXO Cody, An Opinionated Homosexual's Guide to Self-Love, Relationships, and Tactful Pettiness, comes out September 12th. I loved this process. It almost felt like therapy. You go into it, you dig deeper into your life stories, you recollect things that happened in your life, and it almost feels like you're letting go of all the BS and kind of celebrating the amazing things about your life. Thank you so much for watching Shelf Portrait. Make sure you order my book, XOXO Cody, and don't forget to subscribe to Marie Claire. Bye, boobs.